And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. To throw is Garoppolo. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
That's the score, Lions 7, 49ers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's McCloud from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's second and 10. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the official.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid. And he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
A gain of 16 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Nothing. Our score after one.
49ers nothing.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they work this out past the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lance. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Lance to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right? It's just part of life. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here pulled in by Hilton. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Lions' 19-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Charlie Werner from 19 yards away. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Lions 21, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Khalid Raymond on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
A gain of 6 there on first.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, it's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Now Lance again.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
49ers 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Lance.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some space here. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On third down, here comes Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Flushed out right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, Swift looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Lance now on first down. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And down to the 11. A big third down play there for the Niners. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. On first down, Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aleem McNeil in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Charlie Werner, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Lance now to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Lance looks to throw again. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's got some space here.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And Lance going to throw. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it.
Touchdown! George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Gold to add the extra point. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Khalif Raymond now.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. This one swung out to Williams.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They find some open field here. Able to slither by. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Now a carry for Swift.
And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's the score. Lions 56, 49ers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit... And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, it's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. To throw, it's Lance. The quick slant caught. That catch good for only a couple. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final try now for Lance. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it's a victory.